Alright folks, welcome back, and this is Drone 2 Robotics, and today we're going to be reviewing and comparing these solar-powered camping/survival lanterns. So today, we are just going to be testing, and I'll be explaining which one out of these is the best to possibly buy. Alright, so how should we do this? Should we do this biggest to smallest, or smallest to biggest? Alright, so let's go smallest to biggest. Now, this small one, little one here is the Ozark. It's the Ozark Trail one. They didn't give me a whole lot of information on this other than it says Ozark Trail, and it is a collapsible lantern. Yes, don't let its small size fool you. Collapses and folds out into a lantern. See? Ta-da! You got dim, you got full, and then you got the strobe or SOS signal. Now this thing here comes with of course, the solar panel here, so you can charge it using your phone cable, and then a USB plug-in to charge your phone or whatever you may want. Kind of acts as also a charging bank on top of that. Now, it's not just the lantern. When it folds out, it also has the same thing, but it's a light, like kind of like it acts as a flashlight. So, moving on to the Northern Lights LED, which the other one, of course, was LED, but LED lantern. Now, this one here, you can see the solar panel up here. Now, to turn it on, it just has one setting by flicking this on, and, of course, here's your handle to hang it. And this one, honestly, is not really that much. Just turn it on and turn it off, and there's not really anywhere to plug it in, so this thing is absolutely dependent on sun. Now, going to the... I'm not sure what it's called exactly, but these three are all from the same company. The same company makes these three. Now, this one here is, of course, camouflage, my favorite color, in case you guys haven't noticed. And it comes, of course, with the solar panel here, the mobile phone charging port here, USB mobile phone, and then, of course, the plug-in, the special cable that it comes with. You can plug it in there. And the handles to hang it up with, and, of course, this just folds out here, and there you go. You got a light that way. Okay, that one's squeaky. Put it down here. You got the spotlight effect here. Sorry, that was kind of bright. Yeah, it's pretty decent. It's a pretty decent, brightness. It's not. Now, this is the one that I just got. If you guys have previously been to my channel, you saw that I made a review on this one. It's the GSH 9299. And it has, of course, similar to this one, the handles fold out here, and you've got that one moves in so nicely and smoothly. It's pretty decent and pretty bright, adjustable. And of course, right here is your solar panel, your mobile phone charging port, and your special plug-in that works the same with this one. And the only thing majorly different is, of course, this one's got a light, but this one has a fan. So instead of a light, you got a fan on this. Of course, the fan is quite adjustable. You just set it there. You can adjust it to whatever angle, which is really handy. And this one actually feels like it's made out of better quality. It just feels heavier. And of course, this one's got the handle to hold it here. I'm not really sure. See, this one, I guess it could be act as a... There we go. A hair dryer. Perfect. Now, for the final and last one, the GSH 7299. This one's got pretty much everything you could possibly think of. It's got, of course, a fan, like the other one. Right here is the solar panel. And close that down. This one has a... lantern as well, the lantern effect. Close that back down. Has a spotlight effect. So this one is combined with pretty much everything there is here. You also got your mobile phone charger right here, and your handle to hold it right there. Now, since I've showed you all the details and what these things can do, let's go to the pros and to the cons. Starting with the small one here, the Ozark Trail. The pro is, obviously, this one is like quite tiny. That's a lot smaller than... What is so good about this? First of all, it's obviously super portable, and I've actually tested, of course, the phone charging capability, and it can charge... Well, my phone was roughly at I'd say probably 20. It was right around 20%, and it charged it up to 100. And then this thing, of course, you charge, but it can charge your phone one whole time. And then this can just be ran off solar and charged back up again automatically. What I like about this, because it can fold out to a lantern, of course. Of course, you can do different. You know, if you want a little bit smaller lantern, you can turn it on that way. Or else, if you want a light, you can use it this way. And it, of course, it has the handle to hang up. Along with this one, has several different. You know, it has the normal lighting, then the bright, and then the strobe or the SOS right here. And now the cons, so there was basically no cons on this one as far as I can tell. This one's amazing. Now the pros and the cons on this one. The pros, this is probably the most simple one to use. All you have to do is turn it on and turn it off. The cons, it doesn't have any charging indicator lights, so you have no idea how full it is. Yeesh, kind of bad. And the solar panel part, the panel piece actually came loose, and we had to glue it. And it just seems like a kind of maybe a little bit more of a cheaper build, so maybe not the greatest one of the bunch here. The pros on this one, of course, being that it has the lantern and the light, and it has the capability of charging the phone. I did test that, and it did charge the phone up pretty well from around, 20-30%, somewhere in there. And charged it up well. It has, of course, the light, which is kind of handy for those of you that want the spotlight effect. The solar panel is definitely intact. It stays in there quite nicely. Moving on to this one here, and the pros, there was no cons for the most part on this one. Now, the only things that I found with these is these three right here. Is when you're charging them, you got to make sure you don't charge more than 24 hours or it can damage battery service life. Don't ask me why, and there is no indicator light that turns green or anything, so you just got to make sure it's 24 hours of charging time plugged into the wall. Now, solar power, that's a completely different story because it takes, a bit longer. But this one, of course, is nice because you got the fan, and unlike all the other ones, this one... Why this one is so good is because it comes with backup batteries. It got its own batteries plus 3 AAA backup batteries, and here none of the others have backup batteries, which is kind of nice. And none of the others have batteries that you can get to nearly as easy as this one. You just put the batteries in and you're good to go. The only issue this one has a kind of a disadvantage is it doesn't have the spotlight effect. And it's kind of, a little bit of an odd shape, but no big deal. Maybe not the ideal thing for putting in your backpack. Now, the $72.99 here is good, but probably not the ideal thing to put in your backpack. It's kind of a big and bulky. I mean, come on, it's got the lamp, the spotlight, and the fan here. But other than... It's just kind of a big light, so this one's probably not the way you would want to go, because obviously, a bunch of space just got taken. And another major disadvantage with these is, unlike this one here, they can be charged by your mobile phone charger. They can be used with the solar, like a solar charging pack like this one, the Nomad 10 and the Venture 35 can charge. Just by, plugging it into the USB. This one, these have to be directly into the wall or sunlight, so there's no USB because they're directly, the plug-in plugs in only to the wall and there's no USB. So, that's kind of a major disadvantage because you cannot charge it unless it's actually into a wall outlet. Or, of course, the sun. All three of these are the same way. Now, this one has no way of charging whatsoever unless it's only by the sun. So which one would I recommend for you guys? Which one would I take if I was on a camping survival trip, whatever? Which of these lanterns would I take? Now first, I want you guys to try and guess what flavor of potato chips I am eating. And no, Lane, Connor, you cannot guess. So don't put anything down in the comments because you guys know what flavor I'm eating. Which one would I recommend to take on your trip or whatever it may be? And the winner is the Ozark Trail one. Yes. And why is that? Move these guys out of there. Why is that? Well, the first obvious reason being it's super small, super portable. You can put like 2 or 3 of these in your backpack, and it is pretty inexpensive. It has the capability, of course, of a flashlight, and It has a lantern effect. It charges really fast with the solar panel, which is definitely a plus, and it'll also charge your phone. Just the main reason is because it is small, it is portable, it has multiple brightnesses as well as all the others are stuck with whatever brightness they're on. So it has the dim, the bright, and then the iOS, or not the iOS, SOS, or the strobe, whatever. I'm not exactly sure what that is. So the winner is the Ozark Trail. Now, I'm going to have a link to all of these either in the description or the comments or both. So now the prices on these, of course, vary. This one, okay, let's start from biggest to, okay, I have them mismatched. There we go. Okay, here's how. Now, the price on this one, average, you can get off eBay or Amazon for about 25 to 30. This one going about to 15 to 20. This one going about to 15 or 20, very similar prices here. And this one being about 10 to 15. And this one you can get off eBay or Amazon for $10. Hey, we've taken some of these on camping trips and such, and they worked great. This one, however, is, of course, waterproof. The others, I don't know if I trust them to be waterproof. I don't think okay, so which one would I trust? This one's waterproof for the most part. I mean, I wouldn't test it, but that's what they say anyways. It's waterproof. And I don't think I'd trust any of these in the water at all. None but this one. Even this one, I'm a little hesitant to put this one in the water. So this one is ideal for all kinds of conditions. And it's really small. Just put it in your pocket or your pouch in your backpack, and it doesn't take up that much space, and you still got a pretty decent amount of light, which the battery lasts a pretty decent amount of time. You wouldn't believe it's pretty good, especially if you have like if it's in the dark and you're using it constantly. Just get, like I said, like the Nomad 10 or the Venture 35, which I'll be reviewing on my channel. Sometime. I'll get around to it. Don't you guys worry. So, I guess until next time, this is Drone 2 Robotics.